All right, folks, we're going to hop back in and discuss some more things about grammar. Before we move forward, I do want to quickly recap and make sure that we're still all remembering the things that we learned last week. So the first thing I want to go over is, when do you capitalize a noun, right? And that's usually proper noun versus a common noun. So remember, a common noun is an example of something that is very generic, right? So let me make a box here so that we can, our table, to illustrate what I'm talking about. So we have common nouns. So we have our common nouns here and proper nouns. So a common noun would be something like school, where no matter where you go, there are countless schools. Even in Victorville, we have Mojave Vista, we have Lomitas, we have Lakeview, Endeavor, Galileo, Cuesta del Sol, Victor High, Lakeview, Encore, Cobalt, Silverado. These are all examples of schools. So if you're saying, oh, I like to go to school, that's a common noun. You're not going to capitalize the word school. However, if you're talking to your friends and you're writing something, you know, I love Mojave Vista. Now we're going to capitalize because Mojave Vista is a specific school. And we know it's a specific school, so we're going to write Mojave Vista with M and with the V, okay? Another example of a common noun is maybe food, right? So if you really love pizza, that's awesome. Pizza's great. I love pizza. It's one of my favorite foods. But pizza is a common noun, so you don't capitalize it. But if I have a name of a pizzeria that I like, then you're going to capitalize it. For example, I just had Papa John's. I would capitalize that. I would capitalize Domino's. I would even capitalize, no, ready for this, Pizza Hut. Now you might be asking, hey, why is this pizza not capitalized, but the pizza in Pizza Hut is? And that's because Pizza Hut refers to a specific pizza place. And that's why it has to be capitalized, okay? So you really want to make sure that you're remembering the difference between those common nouns and those proper nouns, okay? Your video challenge for today is, I want you to make a sentence using I like to eat. And I want you to tell me some place that you like to eat, but it has to be a proper noun. I don't want to hear like, I like to eat at my mom's house, or I like to eat at, or I like to eat cheeseburgers or hamburgers. I want you to tell me a location you like to go to, and I want you, since it's a proper noun, I want you to use the proper capitalization rules in that sentence, okay? Please add that to the bottom of this assignment on Google Classroom. And that's how I know that you watched the video, and that will allow me to grade and give you credit on the rest of the assignments. If it's not there, I'm assuming that we did not watch the video and we skipped ahead, and then that means I cannot give you points for this assignment today, because watching the video is a component of your grade. Okay, so we have common nouns versus proper nouns. Another thing we talked about was I. So let me go ahead and scroll up. When you are important, so I am important. So whenever I see I, I'm going to capitalize it. So let me clarify this a little bit. So if I say I, let's use our sentence that we're going to be using. I like to eat, let's see, Chipotle. I love Chipotle. So I like to eat Chipotle. Let's take a look here. I'm going to blow up this sentence, make it bigger. Okay, so I like to eat Chipotle. This I is capitalized. One, it's at the beginning of the sentence, and two, it's the word I. Whenever you see I by itself, you capitalize it. Here we have I in like, and also I in Chipotle. But we do not capitalize these because they're in the middle of a word, okay? Even if you had it in the beginning of a word, if it's a part of a word, you do not capitalize the I. The only exception is when you have a compound word like I am, and you conjugate and you put those together and you get I'm, right? So for example, if I put I'm going to buy ice cream, the I here for I am, when you combine those together, becomes I'm, but because you're using the basis of this word is an I by itself and an am by itself, and you combine them, then that I is going to be capitalized. The I on ice cream will not be capitalized at all because it is not at the beginning of the word or beginning of the sentence, and it's not a proper noun, okay? So those are the things for preview that I wanted to go over, but today I want to talk about something new. And the thing you're going to be talking about today that's new is dates, months, okay? Whenever you see a date or a month, you need to capitalize it. So if I write my birthday, so my birthday is November 5th. November is my birthday. It's a month of the year, so it's going to be capitalized. Every single time you see it, does not matter where it's at in the sentence. If I want to say a day of the week, I'm going to capitalize that as well. My birthday is on Tuesday. Tuesday is the day of the week, so it's going to be capitalized every time you see it. So those are the two things you have to remember. Whenever you see a day of the month or a month, you need to capitalize it. When you see a day of the week, you're going to capitalize it as well. Now, seasons, on the other hand, my birthday is in winter. So in seasons, you're not going to write down winter or spring, summer, fall, whatever. You're not going to write that in capital letters. You're not going to do that because you only do that when you're personifying the season. And that might sound really confusing, but it's a big word that means giving human-like qualities to something that's not human. And I don't want to overload you guys at this point. So I'm not going to explain it any further than that. So for the time being, just remember that whenever you see a month or a day of the week, you need to capitalize those things every time you see them. In your assignment for today, you're going to have to fix a few sentences. And then in the second portion, instead of fixing the sentence, you are going to detail to me why the sentence is incorrect. And that's going to be your job. Okay, so make sure you write everything out, you attach it, and submit it back to this assignment on Google Classroom. And again, make sure you watch and got that phrase or the question that you have to answer in the comments so I know that you've paid attention and watched the entire video. So thank you so much. Have an awesome day.